Hello, how is life? Um, Pretty chill. Bad answer, I know. I'm a great conversationalist. Well, anyway, yesterday I woke up feeling very awful. And I was like, oh my god, I feel awful. I don't want to do anything. But I think it's just because I needed to eat. And I hadn't gone grocery shopping in many, many days. But then I think I ate too much yesterday. Whatever. But then at night I read Harry Potter fanfiction until 3 a.m. Let's see if I can make a compilation of my cat. Maybe it's because of lack of sleep. I don't think so. Like, the day I was feeling bad is not the day where I stayed up late. Although I probably did also stay up late. But I definitely slept at least like 7, 8, 9 hours. Kitty. Am I British? Do I sound British? No, I've never visited Europe before either. I'm American. You drew a perspective cube grid for the first time in your life today, and it's so hard. Better get used to it. Some of them don't even look like boxes, they look like squash cigar packs. Yeah, maybe just practice drawing straight lines. How many cat pictures is enough? It's my question. Does drawing feel less hard the more experience you get? Yeah, I would say so. That's like the majority of it. Like, it's like at least 70% just mileage. Assuming that your experience involves actually consciously and intentionally learning how to get better and gain experience. This is my favorite picture of my cat. Our box is really that important? Yes. Any artist who is worth their shit knows how to use a box. Even if you draw, like, cartoony stuff. It's really obvious when they know how to draw a box and don't. Do you feel proud of yourself for the achievements you made in life? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I look around and I'm like, wow, I mean, I basically bought all of this with my own money. I'm able to support myself. That's pretty huge. Okay, I think that's enough pictures to start. I feel like I don't have some of the more iconic ones, but the attitude is probably there. Attitude. Am I employed? I'm self-employed. I've never had a job. Like, I've never worked a salary anywhere, even freelance. Okay. I love the chaotic whimsy of the cat refs. It's like your OC refs. Trying to OC-fy this cat, that's correct. First, I will try to draw him accurately. His general shape is a little sus. I think getting the spacing between the ears is very important. Phallic cat. Does using a ruler while drawing cube grid benefit your improvement? I mean, probably not, but if you're lazy, then it's fine. No, I can't capture his essence like this. I've never drawn. I've never really dived into drawing animals. It's time to break this motherfucker down. I need to understand mathematically what makes him a cat. Okay, so bro's head is like a little oval. And the rest of him is a blob. And then the space between the ears, it appears it goes down to the little stripes, and those are sort of where his nose bridge starts. I think a key feature of this cat, I think all cat eyes look like that. That's why they're called cat eyes. But they're very like upwards tilted. And there's often a little glint in his eye, like he's about to do something mischievous. And he has eyeliner. Black eyeliner. Which I'm not getting very correct. I feel like he's about to sell me some potions or something. I don't know, I feel like his proportions are somewhat human-like. what is the time for me right now? It's like 10 a.m. Yeah, okay, with this cat is the ovular face. The eyes are pretty much in the middle. No, the eyes are a little bit closer to the top of the head. And then he has a long nose. And then the mouth is sort of closer to the bottom. If I wanted to exaggerate. It's sort of octangular. No, it's sort of like a pentagon. This isn't a pentagon. This is 6 sides. 6-sided shape. He's like if a snail was a cat. I suppose he is rather slug-like. I think I have to break down what makes him E to the B. Yes, his cheeks are pretty pronounced. He has judgmental eyes, for sure. He's always judging me. It's giving Pink Panther, but better and cuter. I have fever dreams about Pink Panther. I think I ever watched it as an adult. So I don't actually know what it's about. I just have like childhood fever dreams. Okay, this one's better, where he's clearly giving me some attitude. Let's see. Why am I drawing a cat? It's my duty. What a rare moment where I have access to a little creature right before me, who I know all the weird personality traits of, and I don't draw him. Crazy. Also, I think I want to make like freebie stickers or something to put in all my shop orders to spread the propaganda. Okay, well, we see that in this particular one, the forehead is quite large because it's a downward angle. He is turkey-shaped. This is how he looks at me when I exit the bathroom. Every time I exit the bathroom, this is what I see. He's just judging me. For what? He poops in there too. I don't understand what there is to judge. Was there a Pink Panther where it was like 2D and also live action? Because I think that's what my memory has. It's like smirking at me, you know what I mean? Steve Martin. Yeah, probably that one then. So hard to capture this expression. What's his name? His name is Ramsey. This isn't quite correct. The feeling. Oh, it's Ramsey with an E. He is named Ramsey because I thought he was a Manx cat, like that breed of cat, which originated from the Isle of Mans. So I looked at the Isle of Mans and I looked at the cities or the counties in that place. And one of them was Ramsey, and I was like, that's a name for sure. That's a something you could call something. And he also likes to headbutt me. A lot. He'll just ram his little head into me. So that's also why he's called Ramsey. Okay. So I think the key with the cat is that his eyes have to make this sort of shape. Where it's bigger on the inside and pointy on the outside. Especially because he's got cheeks that go like this. We were gonna make a joke about how he likes to ring on mute Lamau. Yep. I think it's especially funny when I'm wearing like a skirt or something and he gets confused because he tries to headbutt the skirt, but there's nothing there. So he just rams the air. I'm like, what a dumbass. One day he will learn how clothes works. Alright, you can keep making those jokes. I will observe them. But I shall not say them out loud. Should Gooby Snoopert make a sandwich? Hello, random bunny. Everyone vote on the chat poll, please. The fact that it's 100% yes right now makes it look like only one person voted. Okay, well, I think another distinct quality of this cat is his long legs and his hands. Okay, I will end the poll. "16 people want you to make a sandwich." Wow, we have a random bunny and a ghost bunny. Ugh, the arms. I feel like sometimes he doesn't have a neck, it just goes head and then arms. Thank you, Mizu-chan. I gotta put my chibi drawing skills to use. I mean, really, the correct way to do this is learn to break down cat, and then drill cat, and then learn how to stylize cat. Maybe I will pay for skipping the first step. Sandwich complete. So very fast. Okay, maybe I'll look at some videos and try to quickly draw a cat. Just to get the essence. Videos. Do some gesture. Gesture drawing. Cat video is so chaotic. Really good stuff. Maybe I'll use a brush with high pressure sensitivity. Going on 18 hours no sleep. This stream and your sandwich are the only things keeping you together. I would say 18 hours is not that bad, not to be toxic or anything, but that's like 6 hours of sleep and then being awake, which I feel like is pretty okay. So laggy. Oh, kitty. Oh. Your high score is 42. I feel like mine is probably around there too. That's just like one night of not getting any sleep, I think. Right? So laggy. Why won't this video play? Why is it playing like 0.5 FPS? What the fuck? Two days and 13 hours. Oh no. You know, I never pulled an all-nighter for school, but I've stayed up late. The only reason why I stayed up for so long is because it's like a very early morning flight into a convention day in which I was not able to sleep. Sad. Why do I keep booking like 5 a.m. flights? I feel like little bro has perspective marks built into him. What is the first ever fanfic that you wrote? The first one. Do you think it'd be funny if I like actually just pull it up right now? I wonder if I could find it. Date created. I mean, it was definitely like a K-pop fanfiction. Oh, let me log into my account. I feel like I probably deleted it, a bunch of it. No. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if I want to expose this. What site? AO3? Girl, AO3 was not a thing when I started my time on the internet. I still remember when AO3 was becoming a thing, and I was like, ugh, what is this? Gross. Why does anyone write on this website? And now it's the fanfiction website. No, I wrote on a website called Asian Fanfics. It was for K-pop, specifically. Alright, so this is my first fanfic on Asian Fanfic. It's called Wait For Me, which I published in 2012. I guess I was 13. And it was Daehyun, OC, and Zelo from BAP. And it was for a contest. I don't know why I was interested in doing this. Oh god. And we had made posters. How strong is love? I was willing to wait. I believed. She was gone. I was stubborn. My foolishness only brought pain. On March 15th, I made the worst decision of my life. Did I win? I don't think so. It'd be crazy if I did. Anyway, it was a pretty crazy story. Oh my gosh. So the first chapter. Oh my god. I mean, the first chapter is like a bunch of letters this guy writes to my self-insert OC. I don't think it was a self-insert. But basically she dies in like a restaurant shootout and he feels guilty about it, and so he's writing letters to her. And it's set in like 2050. And then I think he invents like a time machine to save her. Restaurant shootout. I know. I was like weirdly obsessed with the possibility of. I mean, I live in America where like it's like if you step foot in public, oh, I mean, you might die because someone decides to bring an assault rifle to the mall or something. So it's like that sort of energy. Like one of the biggest fanfics I ever wrote was like a battle royale rewrite with K-pop people. Battle royale is in like the Japanese series where it's just like they take a class of high schoolers and put them on an island and make them kill each other until there's only one left. And that was like my holy grail when I was young. A lot of the K-pop fics back then were very high stakes in general. Yeah. Yeah. I still remember certain authors, like the author called Goddess, because she was so iconic for writing like OC insert fic. And I'm like, where is she now? Who was she? Is she still writing? She must be like 30 or something at this point. Was Jackson Wang in it? No, I've never written any fics with Jackson Wang. Maybe it's because people weren't partying in my fics. They were always just suffering and dying. Although maybe Jackson Wang was in my Battle Royale remake. I threw so many random characters in that one. Jay-Z made it to an exclusive Ramsey stream. Yippee. I feel like I'm overemphasizing his mouth. I think the funny thing about him is that he doesn't really have a mouth. Is K-pop fanfic still prevalent? Yes, for sure. I don't read any of it though. I don't read any real people fanfic. It's so fitting that the first fanfic I wrote is like a first person OC self-insert. There's no other way to start. But like first person self-insert in that the self-insert never, like the OC never appears in the fic. It's just like the male lead angsting over her the entire time. And she only appears as like the dead wife. So essentially I'm writing fanfic like straight men write movies. I think it's because like my movie taste at this time was like Christopher Nolan. I still like his stuff, but that was the inspiration. I guess it explains why I like Omniscient Reader so much. Doktra has extreme dead wife energy, like that's his entire personality. Dude, I drew self-insert with me and Ayato. Like I literally inserted myself. You can go read it, it's on my Instagram. Well, making him look too cool. I think it's because his head is too small. Any underrated media I enjoy and want others to know as well. I feel like I'm kind of a basic bitch, so probably not really. I don't like getting into underrated media because it's like I need the fandom there to support me. Like if I consume something and there's no fandom, I'm like, where am I? Why did I do this? So I probably wouldn't. Anything I like is probably not underrated. I do like this one manga that I showed on one of my vlogs. I forget what it's called though. Let me find it. Oh, kitty. Hello. There's this manga called The Geek Hitman. It's only 3 volumes. The Geek Hitman. The Geek X Hitman, sorry. But it's basically a very good mix of like action, comedy, and yaoi. It's basically about like fan culture, I think, where these like assassins are like fans of stuff. And the girl is a Fujoshi. And there's 2 guys. She's a Fujoshi, and I'm like, queen. And then there's like this guy, and then this guy, who's trying to retire and getting into anime. And this guy who's like, I think he's trying to hunt him down or get him to come back. I don't really remember. And she's just there watching all of it. But I don't think there's a fandom for this one. It's very short. There's 3 works on AO3. And I don't think any of them are the actual ship, but it's because they're shipping each other in the canon, so we don't need to do anything as fans. Did a small local show this weekend, and it did better sales cost wise than bigger city horror shows. Yeah. I hear it's very common that smaller shows do better than bigger shows. I mean, I feel like I like a lot of TV shows that are generally liked, but people don't really talk about too much nowadays. If I can remember the names. I like The Good Place. Thought that it was very good. But it was also pretty popular, I think. People just stopped talking about TV shows after a certain time. If we were a Hitman crew, would we be like Geek Hitman? Yeah, probably. Should I see that there's like a new anime about this assassin and a femboy made by Studio Bones, where the assassin, his clan is like, you guys gotta produce an heir, and he's like, I don't really want to, but then his gay sister is like, it's okay, I'll do it. And then he's like, no, you can't, I'm an ally, I'll protect you so you can be happy with your girlfriend. I'll go produce an heir. And then he asks his target out, and because he thinks it's a girl, but it's actually a guy. And then the whole plot is that this femboy has to teach this man how to have game so that he can pick up girls and extend his clan's legacy. Except I feel like it's pretty clear that the femboy is endgame. I read a little bit of the manga because I saw that it was going to get animated. It's very long. I'm like, I feel like this plot doesn't need to be so long. Maybe the author just like wanted to take this opportunity to draw as many weird situations as possible. always draw his head so small? I think this is a problem I have with humans as well. Still feel betrayed by the fact that you're yaoi baited by free fan sub videos. Do you mean like Free the swimming show, or is Free yaoi bait? I feel like, I don't know, they kind of gave a lot to us, not gonna lie. Took you to episode 6 to realize there's no Rin Haru. There is Rin Haru if you are dedicated. If you have the glasses on. Did you ever watch the abridged series 50% off? Where they made Nagisa a black man? People don't do that anymore. Where's my abridged anime? You remember watching Free and trying to figure out a way that a female OC could exist in the world? Well, the female OC is just Rin's sister, right? Like, she's the female self-insert who gets to be in a club of boys with big muscles, and she loves them. Muscles. And she's not, like, romantically inclined towards any of them. Which is perfect. You know what's crazy about writing fanfiction is that the time where I wrote fanfiction on Asian fanfics, I'm still in touch with all of the beta readers and my editors from that era. And I'm like, ew, I can't believe that you read that shit that I wrote and like didn't tell me it was absolute bullcrap. And that we know each other as adults now. Yikes. You're still holding on to Yuri on Ice Season 2? It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Out of all of them that could happen, that is not one of them. Just read a fanfic or something. I'm sure it'll be better. Don't think you've ever made an OC or insert character, and that's the highest frag you have. You've never made an OC. Or self-insert. I feel like they're gonna drop it when none of us expect it. When we're all 60. It's possible. Eat. Meow. Did you just meow? Yeah, I mean, he's meowing at me in the video. I have to meow back. If you heard it, you would meow too. You're waiting for the next Oron High School Host Club season? That is a hope I've never heard anyone have. Good luck. He looks like a tired old man. I think he looks like a spry young man in his 30s. I can't do this expression. Looks so fucked up. Art book recommendations for beginners. There's only one art book that's helped me in my entire life, and that is Michael Hampton's drawing. But I don't know if you mean art book as in like inspirational art book, or art book as in like actual art book. You know what? I can't fault you for hoping for a sequel for a long gone series like that. It happened for me as a Code Geass fan. It really happened. Now, I won't spoil anything that happens in Code Geass, but I feel like most people know already. But it was like, they did the impossible. They made the movies and did the thing. Do you plan on making a zine for a particular fandom? Like with AUs or other topics? Man, I mean, I thought about it. Definitely have thought about it. Making a whole zine by yourself is kind of hard. Is anyone going to see the Chainsaw Man movie? I wanted to, but I looked at all the showings around me and they don't have... Okay, I looked at all the showings and it's like either I have to watch the dub at an earlier time, which is I want to watch... Here's my goal. I want to watch the sub in a non-3D showing at a time that is before 8 p.m. And there's nothing like that. It's like either I have to watch the sub in 3D or I have to watch the dub. Like, there's no showings around me that are just like the sub at an earlier time. I'm like, I don't know what to do, but I do want to watch it. Although I'm going to Lightbox this week, so maybe I go watch it in Pasadena. I'm sure that they have decent options there. So funny how when cats yawn, their whiskers go forward. I don't think I've ever eaten food while watching a movie in a theater. I feel like it never ends well. Maybe it's because I also was eating popcorn once and it chipped part of my tooth off, and I was like, uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't eat popcorn. I didn't know that they had a special popcorn bucket. What part of Pochita? Okay, I don't know what this looks like. What part of Pochita does the hole come out in? Is it the actual dog? Or is it just a dog? Like, let me look this up. Pochito popcorn bucket. Is it his mouth? No. Oh. It's kind of freaky. It's just in the back. He's so shiny. It's $80? Oh, I don't know about that. Although if I bought it, I would probably use it as like an artist alley display for something. I was thinking I needed like a bucket, like a Halloween bucket to put like mystery bags in for a Soul Eater. Why can't I draw this cat yawning? Thanks, Andy. Hi, do you have any advice for that time post-college grad where it's hard to get a job, graduating next year for biz dev, and keep hearing how finding art jobs is a struggle? Well, I feel like you should just take that time to make a portfolio that's not informed by anything like you did in school. Because I hear a lot of recruiters and directors talking about how they don't like seeing, or they can really tell when somebody has student work in their portfolio, and how they recommend you just spend a little time making a project that is your own. So you can probably just take the time to do that. You can also try doing volunteer work. That's what Trigger 8 is doing for game dev stuff. So they have work that is slightly personal, that is personal but slightly professional. Year. I feel like I'm getting the hang of drawing him. Starting to realize with cats, the hair is important. Like the fur. Humans don't have any fur, and I'm only proficient in drawing humans. So I have to start drawing fur. He's not an old man. He's 5 years old. He was born during COVID. How long have you had him for? I got him earlier this year. Probably like May. It's probably like 5 months. He has this energy that's like, do you have games on your phone? There's boba eyes. Oh, he smooch. Oh. Help. How do I get a gesture drawing pick out of this? 3 double stuffed Oreos left. You don't have to share. Eat them all. I want to get a stretch. I want to draw a stretch. What is he doing? Well, my photo feed is just my cat and then going to conventions. Just want to get a stretch in there. Bruh. You have 6 cats and recently transferred over 5,000 photos. That seems pretty reasonable. What do you do? Oh yes, a stretch. Okay, I'll probably end stream soon to eat lunch. And then I'll probably go to the gym or something. We filled a whole page with cats. I'm one step closer to understanding what this little guy is all about. Ew, feet fiend, yuck. Cat drawing day, that's correct. We're almost done. Just want to fill this page with cats. Hello, teabag. Oh, it feels so bad when I'm about to end and then like someone comes, especially if you're like a regular. Guess I'll draw for a little bit longer. The sketches look so flexible and animated. Thank you. I'm trying to capture his essence. I think I'm getting closer. Animate Ramsey. Perhaps. Maybe one day. Strike a pose for us, King. I want to draw. I gotta draw a sploot. I don't think there's room for a sploot. Let me find one. I'm gonna run out of room. Oh, good morning, blueberry tart. You guys keep coming as I'm about to end. But I guess there's space for one more catch. Cat Cafe, please hire me to make a cat roll. I will have to improve my traditional skills. Sometimes I do think about what if I started collaborating with local businesses. Don't know many anime artists who do that. get my local market share. I live in St. Louis. I don't know if there is a market or a share. It would be interesting to collab with the shelter that I got him from. I actually got him for free. Usually you have to pay for adopting cats, but I guess they're doing a promotion that day with like a vacuum company or something, and they're like sponsoring adoptions, so I just like took him home for free. I was like, cool, free cat. Is there a specific reason I prefer Photoshop to CSP? I don't. I just happen to have it open today. I prefer CSP for sketching and flat colors, and then I prefer Photoshop for finishing touches. Because they have better adjustment layers. Okay, I think we drew enough cats for today. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. If you just stopped by at the end, do not rewind because I show some very incriminating material from my past. Okay. I'm gonna say no stream Thursday. I will post an update about when I'll be next streaming, just because Lightbox is this weekend, so. And I think I have to shift focus from drawing to making YouTube videos. I have like 3 videos lined up that I haven't been able to work on because I've been drawing and streaming all the time, so I need to work on those in the next quarter.